So today I'm going to play with some Easter eggs. I've not blown eggs before, so I did try some. My first couple attempts weren't so hot. I broke the egg at the top, and I didn't. Oh, I do have a tiny hole in the bottom of that one. I broke this egg as well when I put the hole in, but I got a little bit better. That one's a little cracked. Here, just a tiny hole. And a very tiny hole in the bottom. And again, tiny hole, very tiny hole. So I experimented with a couple ways to do that, but and I have a lot of materials I want to play with to color my eggs from the folk art paints and the color shift by folk art, some Pearl-X powders. Sorry, as I get around here. Of course, my alcohol inks. Because of what's going on in the world today with COVID-19, I couldn't find any 90% alcohol anywhere. I had a little bit of 70% left, and some alcohol swabs was about all I could find, and those are only 70% as well. So I'm going to make do with what I can. I've got some Color Magic for metal and glass. It's an alcohol-based, kind of like a nail polish. I've got alcohol inks by Adirondack. I think this is Adirondack. Anyway. And then I've got some Pinata color as well. So I'm going to get started by blowing some more eggs. I'll be back. Actually, I can show you how I do that. So these are just out of the fridge, so they're a little chilly. I'm going to try to find a centerpiece on this. You can mark a piece of paper and rub your egg against it with a pencil if you like, but I'm just going to hold my little Sharpie blade here on it. It's quite dirty because I use it for clay. Whoops. If I hold my nail right there. Try not to push too hard at all. Just give it a little twist. Pushing too hard is how I broke the other ones. I think. I also tried a little finger drill that I have. I've seen some people say to use a Dremel. That seems too, so I'm through the shell here. So I'm just going to twist a little bit. Very gently. I think that's as deep as I want to go there. It's not quite in the center. Let's see if I can do better with this one. So you need another hole so you can blow through. So, whoops. Okay, I'm through. Just need a tiny little hole there. Okay, I need to see if I have some wire. I do have some wire out. So I'm going to poke the wire in the hole and break up that yolk. Oops. I don't know if I can do this on camera, but I'll try to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to try to blow through the top of the hole and the top of the egg here, and hopefully we'll get some yolk out of the bottom. I think you need to be fairly consistent with the blowing. Okay, so one cracked egg later. I'm trying another one. Okay. Well, at least I got two. So I'm going to clean these up and I'll come back. Okay, so I've got those two eggs after I've washed them. I stuck them in the oven on a low temperature. I'm going to try to keep them in there for about 10 minutes to try to dry them out so I can play with them. Just putting on some rubber gloves here so I can get into this. I forgot to mention I also have some Sharpies in a variety of nice colors. Sharpies are also alcohol ink, so you can play with them in the same way. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so I just brought it. Okay, so I'll take one of these since I haven't done this before. I'll take a cotton pad. What shall I try first? I think I'm going to try some greens and, I don't know, greens and, now the good thing about these things, if you put them in there, you're not wasting them, because when they dry up, you can reactivate them with alcohol, providing that alcohol is available, of course. So I'm just going to dip the pad in and start smooshing. The alcohol inks dry very quickly. So you don't usually have to worry too much about getting your finger marks on them. Not quite sure how I'm going to fill that hole in, but I'm just going to play with it, so it doesn't matter to me. And the more color you put on in the different areas, the deeper it gets, of course. I think I'm going to try maybe a darker green. The Pinata color is I think it's a darker pigment. Seems to be stronger for some reason. See how the difference in that color? I mean, and this is also not a lime green. So this one was the Adirondack Limeade. And this one was Pinata's lime green. So you can see the difference in the colors. See? That doesn't look lime green to me. But I'm just going to smush it around there. I'm not sure. I wanted to try different techniques. So this is just a base color, I guess. And we'll see what I do after that. Because I don't have a lot of alcohol to play with, and it's not the right kind. It should be at least 90% alcohol, isopropyl, and I'm not even sure I've got the right kind, because this is what I had. As I said, right now, with COVID out there, you can't find alcohol anywhere, any kind of cleaning material. There's not much of anything in the stores, frankly. You know what's great about this is that, like, I'm working from home right now, but I thought I'd have some time to play, but I don't. I find I'm busier than I normally am, and I don't have time to play. I don't know if that's what that is. Anyway, I like that. I think I might add some blue. Turquoise. I think I like Stream. Let's try that one. A little of this stuff goes a long way, really. And I think if I wasn't using the cotton pad, because the cotton pad is absorbing most of this color, if I wasn't using the cotton pad, I probably I would only need 1 drop. I think the cat is going to come through the picture in a second. There she goes. Everybody meet Binks. I like that. Didn't go very far though. I'm going to try spraying it with the alcohol and see what happens. It's not doing anything really. No, probably not enough alcohol, more water than alcohol. Yeah, it's not touching it. So yeah, so the 70% alcohol really doesn't do the trick. So that's good to know. I'll put that away. And I'll use some more stream. Now I'm going to try to put this directly on. And just see what happens. I'm going to blow. I'm sure I'm using a lot of air today. Interesting. I think if I had the alcohol, having that a little bit runnier would certainly help get that dye moving. As it is, I think I'm just going to have to play with it this way because the alcohol is not working for me. I do like the way that looks though. I also wanted to try, I have those Color Magic, and there's some blue and a green there that I could possibly try. Okay, so I put some podgy on this egg, and it's still drying. It feels a little bit stronger, but I don't know. It'll probably need another couple coats. This one over here is still drying as well. It was pretty cracked, but we'll see if the Mod Podge will help it. So I've got this Demco stuff, but any Mod Podge will do, and it should make it stronger. I don't know. It'll last the season anyway, so we'll see what happens with that one. In the meantime, what I've done is I've only gone through and I've done some. There's a lady on, can't remember her name, but I'll put a link in the description below, who does a wonderful video. I think it's something like Moon something. Anyway, I'll look it up and I'll link it in my description. So she does these things like little leaves on there, just with a black Sharpie. So I've done it with this blue one. I really liked the way they looked when they were done. She does a lot more embellishment before she gets to this stage with the alcohols, etc. But because I didn't have that, I couldn't go that far. So now I'm turning them into leaves. So I'll go ahead and continue with that. I'm going to come back and do some more further embellishment in the spaces between, I think. Just like she does some little dots and stuff. But I like the way it looks. It's so different, you know. I love it's almost like a stained glass, and I think it would be brilliant on the orange. But I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do with that one, so... Sharpie's losing it's brand new. I don't know why it's doing this, but I guess it's picking up some of the, I don't know, gloss from the egg itself, from the colors I used. I don't know. You'll have to see this other video. It's amazing. I just screwed that one up, but again, these are just for practice, just to see what I can do with them and if I want to do something further. Got some little tiny ones here. Almost looks like a marijuana plant. them all. So pretty. And I did with the blue one as well. Let's try my other marker. This one's got fuzz on the end. Hear motorcycles out there. I guess the weather is a lot warmer. It's been pretty nice here in Toronto for the last week, I guess. And then we had a big wind and a big downpour for a bit. Not very much thunder and lightning, but it was a little bit of a storm. I haven't decided if I want to make these leaves or just split them up. So I'll just try splitting them up first. So with this one, I used some of this purple color shift on it, just to give it a little bit of sheen. I might do some other embellishment on top of it. I just wanted to see if I can get rid of those spots. It didn't help at all. But still, it's nice with this little sheen. I used this one, and I think I might have used a little bit of the blue shift as well, the blue flash. Or maybe it was this one I did, the blue. This one I used with the blue flash. And I kind of regret doing it because I really liked underneath here with the blues. So maybe next time, if there is a next time, I'll just do, because I really like those, the blues and the purples together. But this is still pretty. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this either. But if I do something, I'll take a picture and add it to this. And because this video is already really long. Same with this one. This one I'm just going to see if I can make it stronger by adding another coat of podgy on there. And I haven't decided if I'm just going to keep this one as it is because it's gorgeous. I think I just might leave it. It's an awfully big hole, so maybe I can do something a little creative with that space. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'll continue with this and I'll take a picture and show you some of my progress. Okay. today's creative journey. I had a lot of fun playing, and I hope you did too. If you really enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified every time I post something new. And don't forget, it's not what's in the box, it's what you make with it.